Wagner Books. Hello, yes.
Nella?
Will you get me another coffee?
Nella?
Will you get Advil for me?
Nella?
Nella, you copy.
Nella?
I need you to
Nella?
Nella.
Nella? Nella?
There's someone you have to meet. This is Hazel May McCall, my new assistant.
Really? Hi.
That was a clip from the new series, The Other Black Girl. Based on a best-selling novel, the TV series is a riveting exploration of race, identity, and workplace dynamics in New York City's publishing world. I'm excited to welcome one of the directors of the series. We have Mariama Diallo. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. It's such a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you on. I am a huge fan of the show, and without wanting to give everything away, could you tell our viewers a little bit about the series?
Absolutely. So this show is adapted from the New York Times bestseller, The Other Black Girl, and it follows Nella, who's a young Black woman trying to advance in the world of publishing at a company called Wagner Books. And she is the only Black woman in her office. So she's very excited when, towards the beginning of the season, the office hires another Black girl. Her name is Hazel. She seems cool and she seems nice. But by the end of the first episode, we begin to wonder if there's more to Hazel than meets the eye.
Yeah, we kind of start questioning Hazel a little bit, especially like you mentioned after that first episode. I love the writing in the story. I love how it's funny. There's kind of a little bit of thrill to it. What drew you to this project?
So my journey with the project began as a fan. I read the book out of curiosity and devoured it in a matter of days and was so excited by it. I just thought that it was fun and funny and real and relatable. But I thought that that's where my relationship with it would end. I didn't realize that it was still in the process of coming together. And only months later did I hear that it was being turned into a series at Hulu. And they were looking for a director of the first episode. So I jumped at the chance.
I love that. And you mentioned, I mean, Nella, she's the only Black person working in her office. Then Hazel comes. There's finally somebody else. So the show really highlights the workplace dynamics and racial tensions explored in the story. They're really incredibly relevant. Can you discuss how this series addresses these issues and the conversations it might spark?
Absolutely. So, I think that a lot of what the series is curious about examining is how certain kind of workplaces and certain kinds of structures kind of create these toxic dynamics between people and can, really be barriers to unity, to allyship. And we see it between the relationship of Nella and Hazel. But thankfully, we also see, the beauty of Black friendship and Black sisterhood when we leave the office space and we see the relationship between Nella and her best friend, Malika. At the same time, there's a storyline that unfolds over the course of the season where we see in the previous generation, one of Wagner's most successful novelists, who is herself a Black woman, we see her relationship with her former best friend, who was also an aspiring editor working at Wagner Books. So there's so much, it's so rich. There's a lot that the show delves into.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's so many layers to this story, to this show. I'm thrilled for our viewers to see more of it. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it. I'm gonna let our viewers know where they can go for more information. You can watch The Other Black Girl streaming on Hulu.